We're potting pelargoniums today on Pots and Trowels, and that's brought to you with the support of Cobra Garden and King Seeds. Hello and welcome to Pots and Trowels. Well, today we're going to pot some pelargonium cuttings. Now, these were rooted last September. The cuttings were just small shoots taken off some larger plants like this. So, and again, now these are making more cuttings, so we could in theory take some if we wanted to now. And the reason I like to take a few new cuttings every year is because it gives me more plants, but after a while the old plants get a bit old and woody at the base, and you can cut them back to a certain extent, but after several years I get rid of the older plants, but I've always got younger plants coming along, and it's nice to have spares to give to friends as well. It just keeps the varieties going. And I particularly like the fancy leaf types, the ones with either centred foliage or coloured foliage. So this is a lovely centred one. This one is called Lady Plymouth. And Lady Plymouth has this lovely, delicate, variegated leaf. Looks good against my dirty fingers, doesn't it? But it's really centred as well. And another centred one that we love hasn't particularly got that attractive a leaf. It does have small pink flowers, but this has got a really, really strongly scented leaf. It's roses. It's like Turkish Delight. And this one is called Attar of Roses. And then some of the different pelargoniums, we've got Frank Headley, and this one is a Happy Thought. Lots of different types with those lovely leaves. They do flower, but I like them for the foliage. So these were taken in September. They were put 4 or 5 to a small pot with a well-drained compost, and then they've been in the greenhouse here over winter. Now, I don't heat the air in here. The only heat that these have had is they're on a heated bench. So it's a sand bench with a soil warming cable in it that's set at about 16, 17 degrees. So they're sitting on a warm layer of sand, and that just radiates enough heat upwards to protect them. Even when it gets down below freezing in here, which it has done several times this winter, that little bit of heat coming up just protects them. Very cold weather, I've just fleeced them over for a few days and then take the fleece off. And as you can see, they've come through really well. Kept on the dryish side, which helps them survive. But what we need to do now is to pot them up into larger pots. So we've got 5 cuttings in there, and they're going to be potted individually into a 9cm pot to grow on. And then by early summer, these will be big enough to put into containers and grow on, or plant them out if you wanted to, so that you're just going to get a nice sized plant. So really easy to do. Got my compost here. So it's a nice sort of well-drained compost. They don't like to be too wet, pelargoniums. And if I knock this out, we can see here that we have got a nice root system. So take the label out like that, and it's just then a case of using your fingers and just tease it apart. Now, this is a very traditional way of rooting the cuttings. This is how I did it almost 50 years ago when I was an apprentice on the parks, and we grew thousands and thousands this way every year. You can root them individually into small pots or plug trays, but this one is tried and tested and worked. So I've got 5 plants there. So it's really simple. We take the pot, and then it's just a case of holding your plant. Any yellow leaves take off, hold the plant, and a little bit of compost in the base, and just put that in to hold it to roughly the level that we want it. And then we can just trickle that compost, giving it a bit of a shake as we do it, so the compost filters around. And then using your fingers, we're just going to give it a little firm, just to hold it central, and a tap. And then I'm going to pop that label back in. So it really is very, very easy to pot them. So what I'm going to do is carry on potting these. We can put them on the bench, and then I'll show you what we do with them next. Okay, so that's made a start of the potting. I've still got quite a lot to go yet, but essentially that's what they will look down. They can be fairly close together at this stage, almost what we call pot thick, so almost touching, because then as they grow, they can be given a little bit more room to fill out. And what we do need to do is just to give them a drink So it's just a case, this is just water, tepid water, and I'm just going to give each one a drink just to settle that compost and to make sure that the roots are in contact with that lovely moisture. And then what I won't do is water them again until they start to dry out, because as I mentioned earlier, pelargoniums hate to be wet at the root. So what we need to do now is let that drain through. That's why I mentioned we need a well-drained compost. I can feel that that's got some moisture and it's got some weight to it. And we're just going to let them drain through. They might not get watered for another week or even 2 weeks, depending on the weather. And it's only when I feel the compost is drying out, I will give them another water. And what that will do is encourage the roots to grow out in search of that moisture. Whereas if we keep them really wet, there's a chance they'll rot off. They'll be in here. It's warmer days now, so it gets quite warm. And what I may do is just put a bit of fleece over them if it's going to turn quite cool at night. Take that off in the day, and they should soon now settle away. And within a few weeks, they'll be nice bushy plants. Well, thank you for watching Pots and Trowels. I've got more pelargoniums to pot now. And remember, all the videos and our podcasts you can find on our website, or you can find them on YouTube, where you can subscribe for free. And we'll be back again with you next week out in the garden. So we'll see you then. Bye.